Rana, you come from a family which sort of was one of the foundational families of the Telugu film industries, and I've heard you talk about how you lived on the first floor, and the studio would be coming up virtually in Jubilee Hills out of rocks, literal rocks,
Yeah. And
and
where I'm sitting right now.
yeah, and that must obviously be deeply entrenched in your, in your heart and your soul. And is that what propels you to look for stories that other people normally would not see?
Well, every time, I mean, as I see, first before being an actor or anything, I mean, first I come from this family, so I guess there's a lot of influence of
Yeah,
cinema, of how things are made.
right.
Uh, and what attracts you is you become a movie buff. You like movies. You
Yeah,
become, and every time as inclination, even as a child, I liked watching stuff uh, that nobody that is far away, a little far fetched from the real world. I
right.
just feel cinema was the closest thing to magic.
Yeah,
And you can create a world, you can create a universe, you can transport people literally
right.
in that mind space in the time you are. So I think whenever I pick a movie, it's still still try to be in another universe which is apart from the daily desk job that one has to do.
Mm.
And whether it's you go into a submarine, go underwater, whether
Yeah.
it's you go into a jungle, whether you go into a war, I gotta go. You gotta go places if you want to come see me in the movies. So
Absolutely. I mean, there's no part of the world. I think now the only thing left is perhaps we need to see you fly. I guess you'll be doing that soon as well.
something will come up. Not that far away.
I wanted to talk to you about Hiranyakashyap. That's the movie that you're working on, and like all your projects, it will not happen overnight, and you have tremendous patience, which I applaud you for. But it's such a difficult character, a man who takes on Vishnu.
Right.
Not everybody has that power.
Like I think where mythology and folklore come from, right?
Yeah.
That's always been my earliest fascination of stories. Uh, I mean, not from now, right from when I was probably 8 or 10 years old. My mom was a big fan of Amar Chitrakatha, and that's how I started reading them.
Mm.
And they explain mythology. See, I understood mythology as stories even before I understood them as gods and
Right.
religious myths. Right? So once they are characters to you, to me, whether it was Phantom, whether I was reading Amar Chitrakatha, they all felt the same.
Mm.
And I think I continued growing up in that mindset.
Mm.
And as a film viewer, Hiranyakashipu is such a popular story in Indian folklore, Indian mythology,
Yeah.
Indian culture. And it was also the first Telugu film that was ever made.
Right.
First Telugu film was Bhakta Prahlad, and
Right.
it was also made in the 60s with actually one of my favorite actors is Mr. S.V. Rangarao playing Hiranyakashipu.
Right.
And also made in, I think, the 70s with Mr. Rajkumar in Kannada.
Right.
And Puneet played Prahlad.
Right.
And that film went on for running a year or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And this was made in the Bhakti time, in the devotional movement of India at that point.
Right.
And I just feel like these stories today, with what we can actually do, and I think post Bahubali, we've kind of understood that, listen, if there's a dream, there's a way to actually make it.
Yeah.
And today we have workflows, we have understanding of visual effects, we have things that are much, much better. And I think it's time the world views Indian culture in a story that's as is. So,
Absolutely.
so that's really where we are heading at. And I think that's such a powerful character, the Rakshasas, so I
No, I
think,
have to. I have to say, sorry to interrupt, but I realized you were in Ye Jawani Ye Diwani. I said, "Huh? Really?
yeah,
Where were you?" And
one
I
star.
saw that
Yeah,
you look so different.
yeah,
You know. So that physicality is very important to you. I mean, shedding weight, gaining muscle, growing your hair, cutting it. How important is that physicality?
See, one first, I think cinema is a visual medium, right? And
Yeah.
then, see now when a director like Rajmouli comes and tells you this is a scene where Balal Dev is a man who can kill a bison with his bare hands. Now,
Right.
you got to look that part. You got
Right.
to look as big as the bison is in all probabilities, or create something that's slightly superhuman.
Right.
So we need to build our structures and bodies to that size. And actually, right after Bahubali, I started I played a little cameo in a film called the NTR biopic.
Yeah, right. I saw that.
I actually played Chandrababu Naidu,
Chandrababu Naidu.
and it was pretty. And I had to look like him.
Yeah.
And I think, see, each of these films gets you through this exercise and playing somebody live who's actually relevant to today's time.
Yeah.
And going back in time was, I think, only cinema can actually give you that, right?
Right.
Revisited a time that was part of Indian politics or Andhra politics at that point.
Yeah. And so critical. That again was, it was a small role, but a very critical role.
And I thought that was something that I wanted to do.
Did Chandrababu Naidu tell you what he felt when he saw himself?
Yes, I actually spent a lot of time with him in the beginning, and he was very happy with what I portrayed.
And how do you see your role? You see your role as an actor, producer, tech entrepreneur, or just as a storyteller who just is in all these mediums?
I guess I'm just a storyteller in all these mediums. I'm just going to be sitting on the same desk, and whatever job that needs me to get done, I get done. That's about it.
Whether it is acting in Houseful 4 or whether it is being Hiranyakashyap.
Yeah, ultimately the approach or the ethic is the same to whatever I do.
So when you see this national culture being created right in front of your eyes, and when you see people like you, and there's so many young actors and directors and producers in the other southern languages as well, Fahad or Dulquer. So how do you see this? This is this bright, young, new wave. Is there anything that unites you?
See, it's
do you
just
talk to each other? Do you exchange notes?
Dulquer is a very good friend of mine. So Dulquer and I are friends for a very long time.
Right.
Before with the movies and stuff. But I think, it's all of us, I guess I could speak one part of it where it's just the love for the movies or the stories that we tell that will kind of crosses over.
Right.
Right now I have two films that are here. One is Hathi Mere Saathi, which is a story of a man who lived in the jungle for 25 years. Right?
Yeah.
Now, whether it's told in Hindi, Telugu or Tamil, the jungle or the love for the elephant becomes the same.
Right.
And the second film that I'm doing is a film called Virata Parvam.
Yes.
That I'm shooting in Telugu because it happened in this region.
Right.
Happened in this region. It happened to these people.
Right.
Right. So now that limits us to making it Telugu, but we'd like to release it in different places, but in Telugu as a language.
Right.
So I think the story will decide where it goes. And today it's got bigger wings than it had before.
Right. So 10 years now in the industry, Rana, what is the biggest high and the worst low?
Biggest high? I guess Bahubali, obviously. It's not my high, it's the country's high itself. Just the fact that we could do something like that from India and make it so big across the world itself was the big high. And as knowledge, I think the most that I've ever learned. So, like you said, 5 years, 10 years in my career, 5 years I was in Bahubali. So it's pretty much half my life in there.
Right.
So I always keep saying, I said, we went to the school of Mahishmati and we scholared out, right? That's where we went to study. And what's the worst low? Like the biggest low is probably losing my grandfather. This whole time, I guess he was. He was the one who kind of drove us. He was driven. He constantly wanted to do things. He's made movies. He's made over 150 movies just by himself.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty hardcore one to match.
Absolutely.
And so I think losing him was the biggest low, and I guess he'll be missed a lot. But we'll be looking at us and from somewhere and saying, "Here you go, guys, do the right job."
Just 2 or 3 quick questions from the audience, Rana, and then we'll let you go.
Yes.
Something from Aryan. Do you think you will ever do another movie like Bahubali in your lifetime? Do you like the idea of period cinema? Aryan.
Well, I'd love to do many, many more things like Bahubali. In fact, we like to do more Bahubalis itself. And and yes, I have a big fascination and I have a love for period. And I think cinema is the only thing that can throw you in that place. You can live in a time that you heard of only if you're in the movies.
Right. Lily, someone called Lily wants to know, what have you been doing during lockdown and when will you start shooting again?
Well, Lily, I'm making an animation movie, an animation chat show, and
I don't know when I'm going back to shoot. I have a film ready to release. So once we have the screens open, you'll see a movie first.
Right. And Raju Sundar wants to know, will your life change drastically after you get married?
Well, I'm not thinking so. I hope not, but no, I don't think so. So Mika is fun and chill that way. She keeps things easy for me.
Right.